We've been given command of the Glencoe. Again. I think Starfleet doesn't want us playing around with the Invincible. I think we've damaged it too much, and they want to do other stuff with it. So... the artifact.
Admiral Tuvok would like you to join his team as they study the mysterious artifact you found on Badwar Prime. There's something interesting.
Didn't take us too long to get there. Yeah. Maybe we'll get to play about with the weapon systems of the Glencoe again. That'd have been fun. I never really got to play about with it the last time. Let's do this then. Starfleet's infinite wisdom, for whatever reason, is always giving us a different shit. Nice if they maybe just selected one and gave us it. Let's head over there then. Starfleet's giving us a similar compliment on this ship as what they did the last time. So I'm sure the guys that are in charge of this ship don't really want us on it. Yep, beam over. We have done simulations of this. So hopefully they don't go at the simulations. Simulations had some fails in them. And they weren't very good. Right.
Welcome back to
Engineering. Two full arcs for the Voyager team, which is quite nice. Here we go.
Glad you're here. We transported the device to engineering here so we could run all the scans and tests we could think of.
Yes, put it right next to the warp core. Seems like a good idea.
Communicates. You'll need to set.
Right.
engineers tell me there is only one switch in the... The engineers tell me there is only one switch in the correct orientation. The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct... Sir, I've consulted with both the engineers here on Voyager and your chief engineer. I am seeing green across the board.
Then why is Bluebeam not over here with me?
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct mode. Unfortunately, the engineers tell me there is only one switch. Looks like you did it again.
Lovely.
All the switches are in the correct position, and we...
7. Oh, nice. Back to the fucking thing. No, this way. This way.
You have access to the databanks of the device. Very efficient work.
Lovely. Wait, what? Lovely. Why did we have to come all the way over here to do that? Could they not have put it onto, I don't know, the Glencoe? It's a more advanced starship. It's brand new.
Fascinating. Excellent work. Finally.
Ugh. Yes, hello. Right. Thoughts? Okay, yeah. Watch everything.
Greetings. This is Commander Jirok of the RRW Cassette. When we learned that the Alachi were involved, I know your experience with the Alachi is limited. The Romulan Republic, however, has an extensive history with this race. The Tal Shiar used Alachi to help invade Theranos, a colony made up of Romulan... Alright, we're seeing 3 patrol groups. Eliminate them before we board the station.
Yeah, there's... Jesus, subspace is weird. Right, let's get killing.
Odd that Gaul was contacting the Alachi. Exactly played well with others.
Yes. Odd indeed. Very odd.
Another Alachi ship is here to defend the outpost.
Won't be for long. What does this button do? Oh. That's Fortress button. Right, we'll take the our EMH with us. Take the chief engineer. Huh. Take a secondary engineer in case Bean gets exploded. That would make the other Bean very happy.
That should take care of that nasty cough.
I was thinking we should split up and cover as much of the.
This is obviously an Alachi facility.
Lovely.
These are Solanate tables. I've read the Enterprise used this Solanate tables, which, if I'm correct, is the same race you dealt with after using the Iconian Gateway on New Romulus. The Solanate kidnap victims through subspace for their brutal experiments.
Lovely. We'll do some looking around, shall we? Oh, and for anyone wondering, yes, Bashir did end up getting his EMH model. Took a while, but he got it. That's a reputation thing done. I'll deal with that later.
It looks as if they are converting their captives into more Alachi. If my readings are correct, there are several individuals here who have only...
Let's do some saving.
Transport this Talaxian directly to sickbay. You'll be back on duty before you know it. One to be mum.
There's no one in here.
A Kazon? Even the Borg won't assimilate a Kazon. Everything will be fine, Mr. Turay. We'll beam you directly to sickbay.
Doctor, I don't think we need to talk to them.
This is no way for a proud Klingon warrior to go out. We'll patch him up immediately.
I mean, he's not wrong for that guy.
Ah, a Hazard. Stay calm. We'll get you the medical attention you need.
Can we,
Continue to is unlocked now. We should keep going.
Yes. Let's go chat with the other team.
This is odd. You sound like you're in a Solinate lab, but we're in some place that looks like a prison. In fact, I'd say that's exactly what it is. And they've just had a breakout. Whoever it was, they used our arrival.
Prison break. Maybe I should go back to the ship.
No, Doctor, you're fine here.
Neural parasites. This must be where the Vadua were implanted with those mind-controlling bugs.
Hmm. Get that stuff downloaded.
Neural parasites. Just as I suspected. Did you know that several Starfleet officers were infected by these in the mid-2360s? The Enterprise logs from that era are if Gaul and the infected Vadua were communicating with this station, it stands to reason that this may be the facility where the bluegill implantation takes place. I don't believe it. The empirical evidence is right in front of me, but I'm actually having difficulty processing this information. This tech, this whole facility, it's Iconian. There are variations on the norm, of course, because of the Solinate and Alachi influence, but I see distinct signs of their presence throughout them. The Iconians, as we know them, rarely reveal themselves. The only known interaction with an Iconian in modern history took place on Kronos, when... Wait, you were there! I don't need to explain that situation again. As I was saying, the Iconians don't like to act directly. They use servitor races, like the Alachi and the Solinate, to cause chaos in their name. And the neural parasites, they've bioengineered. Rather like when Voyager revived the Vadua, their technology was outdated compared to what other powers in the Delta Quadrant had at that time. The parasites gave the Vadua power, but they gave the Iconians control. They...
This is where we've had issues with simulations. Hell. They fly now?
This is more like a factory than a laboratory.
You're telling me, Doc. Christ. As if one part of that's to hold the head open.
But it's quite advanced.
So you're telling me that some of the Alachi are... Thank you, Lieutenant.
These parasites aren't a natural species at all. They look engineered.
Huh. Oh, great. Yeah. Well, they can be turned into drones, which is good.
With the escapees, and they might be from the Alpha Quadrant. We found a dead Romulan in prisoner garb. He was part of the breakout, but I don't know if he was part of the Republic or loyal to the Tal Shiar.
Maybe we should avoid any potential contact with the...
No.
I think I've seen
Huh.
enough combat for today.
We find them. And we take them back to the Alpha Quadrant. Probably in custody. Provided nothing was broken. Is that? Yeah, that was a Romulan. Oh, great.
Humans. Always showing up when you're least expected.
Sela.
More Alachi. I don't think the Iconians want me to leave. Their tenacity is almost admirable.
Looks like you could use a hand.
No, I don't think we really did rock. Yeah, Commander.
Sela! I should kill you where you stand. Justice for all the lives you've just...
And if you do, you'll never learn about
Well.
the Iconians. I've been here for months. I've seen enough to know you need my...
Fine, you interrogate her. I might get a little carried away. But she returns with me to the list.
You and this Sela person seem to have some history. I'll leave you to speak to her.
Not so fast. You have the weapons, but I have the information. If you want to learn what I know, you'll need to keep those Romulan rebels under control. You've stumbled into something. I assume you already know where you are. Both the Alachi and the Solanae serve the Iconians. The Alachi are their warriors, and the Solanae are their scientists. They're the ones who created those creatures implanted into the Vaudoir. Hakiv joined the Iconians out of faith. He thought the Iconians would create an empire he could rule. That did not go as planned. This time the Iconians wanted to control their puppets. When the Vaudoir asked for strength to defeat their enemies, the Iconians gave them the parasites. The Vaudoir had strength, but also strings. Strings that have now been cut. I'm all three of you working together? The world has changed in my absence. Or were the Vaudois that much of a threat to the Alpha Quadrant? That explains some things. I'd love an escort back to the world at large, but I have a feeling you have some questions first. I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you... Hubris. The Iconians think they are the rulers of the galaxy. They thought so 200,000... I'll answer what I can.
Lovely.
How important is that, really? I worked with the Iconians because, at the time, I thought it was the best... We are not refugees. We are Romulan. We needed a strong leader to... Dwelling on the past is meaningless. I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want. Ah, the crew. The Alachi took them one by one and turned them into those... things. Revolting. If I had known that was what they were doing with the cap... Yes, you were asking about the crew. A handful of us were still alive when the station went on alert. We took a chance and made our escape. They died, nobly, as Romulan. I'll answer what
Lovely.
I can. You can believe what you want. I honestly don't know. Why would they share their plans with a prisoner? That may make me less valuable in your eyes, but don't be fooled. I know more about the Iconians' operations than they realize. Will I be taken into your custody, or will I be left to Tiaru's tender mercies? Very well. It's not like I have a choice.
No, you don't have a choice. Let's fucking go. Jesus. What is it with some of the Romulans and being such assholes? Huh. Damn, that fucking gas is fucking still getting to me.
We have
Right.
Sela in our brig. When she was taken by the Iconians last year, many of my people thought she would get away with her hand.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I'd call a walk in the park. At least we know exactly how the Iconians were controlling the Vaudois. And you've certainly put a crimp in their plans. On the upside, as a photonic life form, I'm immune to any attempts at subversion by neural parasites. I'll see to the care of the captives we rescued. In the meantime, it sounds like you and the Romulan Republic Command have a lot to talk about. Sela certainly has a story to tell, but should we believe all of it? I'll put a bug in Admiral Janeway's ear about the situation. That was a joke, by the way. You're going to be busy. Don't overdo... Oh, who am I kidding? Command officers never take their doctor's advice. Just remember that you're not in this alone.
Yes. Get us back to sector space. Speak to Admiral Janeway. Then maybe we can get back to, I don't know, the newly christened Quick Reaction Force. Because that would be fun.
There's something interesting I'd like you to...
Anyway. Next up, I think something on Kobali Prime. Harry mentioned it to me at some point. Anyway. I need to go and give Starfleet this shit back.